Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Eagles saw a 14-point fourth-quarter lead vanish Sunday in a stunning collapse that handed the Denver Broncos a 21-17 upset at Lincoln Financial Field. And it all hinged on one bold decision by Broncos head coach Sean Payton. With 7:36 left in the game and Denver trailing by one score, Payton called for an aggressive two-point conversion after the Broncos' second fourth-quarter touchdown. Quarterback Bo Nix rolled right and hit former Oregon teammate Troy Franklin in the back of the end zone, and the successful conversion flipped the scoreboard to 18-17, a moment that silenced the Philly crowd and altered the complexion of the final 7 minutes. It was the culmination of a furious Denver comeback. The Broncos erased a 17-3 fourth-quarter deficit behind methodical drives and a defense that tightened when the game mattered most. Nix, who settled into the contest after a shaky start, also delivered a key 34-yard third-down strike to Courtland Sutton on the go-ahead drive, and later found Evan Engram for a touchdown that set the stage for the decisive two-point try. For the Eagles, Sunday began with promise. Jalen Hurts connected for a 52-yard strike to Devonta Smith in the first half that set up Dallas Goedert's early touchdown, and later opened the second half with a 47-yard touchdown to Saquon Barkley on a perfectly timed wheel route that shredded the Denver defense. Those big plays made it look for long stretches like the reigning Super Bowl champions would cruise to another victory. But momentum swung in the fourth quarter. A well-timed, simulated pressure by Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph resulted in a third-down sack, and Denver's defense repeatedly came up with timely stops. Philadelphia's offense, which had looked explosive earlier, began to stall. Penalties proved costly at critical junctures. An illegal shift on Barkley wiped out what would have been a 30-yard catch and run to Smith late in the fourth, nullifying a drive that could have put the Eagles back in control. Controversy touched the finish too. On Denver's final ball control drive, the officiating faded further into the headlines. An intentional grounding flag on Nix was assessed, then overturned, and a late hit penalty on Eagles linebacker Zach Bond moved the Broncos into manageable field goal range. With 1:11 remaining, Denver settled for a 36-yard field goal that put them ahead 21-17. Philadelphia had one last chance. After forcing a punt, Hurts drove the Eagles toward the end zone, but came up short on a final pass into the paint. The play fell incomplete, and Denver celebrated an improbable comeback. The loss is a seismic one for the Eagles, who entered the day unbeaten and riding a 20-1 run over their previous